Looking to manage heat in your engine bay? This is the Torx Solution Thermal Gasket. Yeah. What's up guys, Rick with Raleigh Ford Direct here. In front of me I have the Torx Solution 2.5 liter drive-by-wire thermal throttle body gasket. That was kind of a mouthful, but this is going to be specific for any 2.5 liter with a drive-by-wire. So I think like what the 06, 07 Plus, WRX, and I think all of the STIs. And I'm sure some of the Legacies and Foresters. And basically if you have a 2.5 liter and you've got not a cable throttle, this is for you, this will work. So you might be wondering, wow, Rick, that looks super not cool. What's the point of this? That's a really good question, honestly. So what this does, this is a basically what they call a thermal spacer. So if you have heat on one side of it, the heat is much less likely to transfer through the other side, where a standard gasket, you get a lot of heat transfer through. Now the whole point of this is to help keep everything cool. Thermal management is massive, especially when you're dealing with high horsepower or a race car that has to race out in the heat. Keeping as much cool air coming into the engine as possible is always highly, highly recommended. And that's why you see a lot of use of these like thermal spacers. Now, you do have to get a gasket on each side. So when you buy this, you have to buy 2 factory gaskets, which I know it's kind of a pain, which is funny because they actually call this a gasket, which I guess if you could technically seal up something with this, I would just buy 2 gaskets, me personally. But what this is gonna do is help keep your intake manifold cool. It's trying to keep heat away from the charge air from the turbocharger after the intercooler, basically. It's not going to make a massive difference. You know, there are other spacers like the intake manifold spacers that will make a bigger difference, or a turbo blanket, or wrapping charge pipe in gold tape, but it's about the little things. So after you've done your, heat blanket, you've wrapped the manifold, you've done your intake manifold spacers, you've kind of really are trying to combat heat inside the engine bay, something like this might be that little bit extra for you. Anything you can do to combat heat and get a cooler intake charge is always going to be beneficial, because cooler air is dense air. Dense air is more power, it's safer power. Your engine just craves cold air. Have you ever wondered why your car feels so much faster in the wintertime compared to summertime? Cold air, what's up? Yeah, it makes everything run better inside your engine. It runs safer, and your car is just super happy on cold air. So that's what this is trying to accomplish. It's trying to make your engine happy, which makes you happy. And for such a simple little piece, it works fairly well. There's nothing too crazy about it, but as you can see, pretty decent quality all around. I believe this should be port matched, so you shouldn't have to Dremel out or anything like that. It should be a direct bolt on. As you can see, it has all the cutouts here for your drive-by-wire system. But very cool little piece. Check it out. That's all the time we've got for you today. Thanks for checking out what's in the box. We'll see you guys next time.